It's me, Timmy Flyers Guy, and welcome to another edition of Timmy's Nostalgia Showcase. I am continuing my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series on here. In part one, I talked about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1987 TV series. In part two, I talked about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys. And this is part three. In this episode, I'm going to be focusing on the three Ninja Turtle movies that came out in the 1990s. The first movie I'm going to talk about is the first TMNT movie from 1990.
They're young.
Yeah!
They're cool.
Excellent!
They're amphibious.
I never asked to look for a can opener.
America's most radical superheroes are now a real live movie.
A fellow checker, eh?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Rated PG. Lean, green, and on the screen March 30th at theaters everywhere.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about the first movie with the Ninja Turtles, and that was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 1990 movie that came out. This movie was a critically acclaimed movie. Kids loved it. Parents had their doubts. Parents didn't like the violence, but kids loved this movie. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a 1990 American superhero comedy film based on comic book characters created by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. It is the first of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film series, directed by Steve Barron and written by Todd W. Langen and Bobby Hurtback. The film follows the Turtles on a quest to save the Master Splinter with their new allies, April O'Neil, played by Judith Hogue. Judith Hogue. And Casey Jones, Elias Curtis. From the Shredder and his Footcamp film, adapts the Teenage Mutant Turtles. The Turtles comics and several elements taken from the animated series. Arriving in mid-time filming took place in 1989 in North Carolina and New York City. Many major studios turned distributors to the film worrying that it could be a box office disappointment. But honestly, I do not think this was a box office disappointment. I think this was a pretty damn good movie in my opinion. And this one was my favorite one because it had a lot of action. It had a great story. It was a classic. It was one of the classic Ninja Turtles movies. And it was one of the end. A lot of kids, like I said, a lot of kids loved it. Parents kind of hated it because of the violence. But kids couldn't get enough of it. I myself enjoyed it for the story and the action sequences. This movie was really good. And if you're a big fan of Ninja Turtles, I suggest you give this movie a try. I didn't see the first Ninja Turtles movie until 1990, around 1995, on New Year's Eve. Last New Year's Day, 1995, was the first time I watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And the first movie I saw was the first movie. And I really enjoyed it. It had a good story, it had a good plot, the action sequences were great, and the movie was shot great, and the camera work in that movie was excellent. I really enjoyed the storyline of the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Now, Another movie followed up in 1991, and that movie was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Secret of the Ooze.
Hold on to your pizza. America's greenest heroes are back by bodacious demand in a radical new movie.
Take the ugly one! No, you take the ugly one! Which one's the ugly one?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2.
Cowabunga!
The Secret of the Ooze. Rated PG. Starts Friday, March 22nd at a theater near you.
Okay, the next movie I want to talk about is the sequel to the first movie released. This movie is TMNT 2, The Secret of the Ooze. This video was released in 1991, a direct sequel to the first movie, although I don't think it was technically a direct sequel. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze is a 1991 American superhero comedy film based on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles characters featuring Joe Eastman and Peter Blair. Directed by Michael Pressman and written by Todd W. Langham, is a sequel to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the second installment in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series. Stars Paige Turco, replacing Judith Hogg as a Florida, and David Warner with the voices. Brian Tucci, Robbie Wrist, Adam Clark, Adam Clark, and Laurie Faso. Laurie Faso. Not only after the events of the first film, the show was under command of the Foot Clan out for revenge on the Turtles. When he learns the secret behind the Turtles' mutation, he becomes more dangerous than ever. The film reveals the origins of Splinter and the Turtles and introduces two new villains, Toka and Razor. Unlike the first film, the Turtles mostly fight bare-fisted to tone down the violence. Okay, so my thoughts on this film. Now, in my opinion, it wasn't as good as the first, because the first had more action, but the second movie was more comedic. They toned down a lot of the violence in this one. This movie was great, but it wasn't the best movie. But I gotta tell you, Vanilla Ice was a very popular rap star at the time, and he makes an appearance in the sequel of this movie. In my opinion, this movie is not the best. If you want a good Ninja Turtles movie, stick to the first one. That's all I gotta say about that. And that was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret. Now, TMNT 2, Secret of the Ooze, was a really good movie. It was alright. It wasn't as good or as memorable as the first movie, but it had its moments. It had more of a comedic effect to it, because in the second movie, they went for more of a comedic route. The first movie had a bit of a darker tone. There was blood and there was a lot of violence in the first movie. And now I'm going to get into my least favorite TMNT movie, and that was TMNT 3. It came out in 1993. This movie got some bad reviews from the likes of the Angry Video Game Nerd and the Nostalgia Critic, And I gotta agree, this third movie is a piece of shit. But we're gonna take a look at it because it's part of the history of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
They're back.
Hey, all right.
Back in time.
How do you steer this thing? Legorama. Shwing.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
You were expecting the Addams Family?
Rated PG. Starts Friday.
And then we talk about my least favorite Ninja Turtles movies. A movie that I absolutely detest. I watched this movie, and let me tell you something. I didn't like it one bit. This movie was horrible. But with that being said, I'm going to talk about the synopsis of this movie, so hold on a second. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 is a 1993 American superhero film based on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle characters, written by Kevin Eastman and Paul Laird, written and directed by Stuart Gilliard. It is a sequel to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. And is the first installment in the original Turtles film trilogy. It stars Elias Cortez,
Someone is at the front door.
Paige Turco, sorry about that. My ring cam.
Someone is at front door.
Sorry about that, everybody. My ring cam is going off. Now she's not on YouTube. And it's the third installment in the original Turtles film trilogy. It stars Elias Cortez, Paige Turco, Vivian Liu, Sam Shimura, Stuart Wilson, with the voices of Brian Tershi, Robbie Rest, Corey Feldman, did the voice in this movie, and Tim Kelleher. The plot revolves around the secret sands of time and mystical scepter, which transferred the turtles back in time to feudal Japan, and become embroiled in conflict between I can't read that. Hold on a second, let's just say a daimyo, and a group of rebellious militants. The film was released theatrically. Okay, so that is the synopsis. So that is the synopsis of the Turtle movie. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 was a piece of shit. Don't watch this movie. This movie sucks. It's a piece of shit. Stay far away from these movies. Hell, you even watch the second movie and it'd be better than this piece of shit. And in my opinion, the first movie, in my opinion, the first Ninja Turtles movie is superior to the other two. That's just my opinion. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 sucks, and it's an abomination, and if you ever get a copy, and that is officially the end of my video. I had a good time talking about two of my favorite Ninja Turtles movies. And of course, I also had to talk about one of the shittiest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies ever. And that was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. That movie was a disaster. And I was glad I got to talk about all three of these movies. Guys, join me next time in the next episode when I join me for part 4 of my TMNT series. Next time I talk about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade games, and also the video games as well. Guys, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.